Tonight at 6, millions of people will pay more tax by 2030 as the Chancellor unveils her budget. Rachel Reeves promises to cut the cost of living, particularly for the poorest, as she puts up taxes by £26 billion. She brings in measures that affect the two-child benefit cap, electric vehicles, pensions and expensive houses.
My choices are a budget for fair taxes, strong public services and a stable economy. That is the Labour choice.
That smorgasbord of misery we've just heard from her can be summed up in one sentence. Labour are hiking taxes to pay for welfare.
The Chancellor sees this as a proudly, defiantly Labour budget, but there was one heck of a twist today, and it wasn't her fault. The whole thing ended up on the internet before she had said a word.
I'll be taking you through the winners and losers and asking if it all adds up.
I'm here in West Yorkshire to find out why all of this matters to our household budgets.
And on BBC London, what the Chancellor's budget could mean for London and the pound in your pocket. Plus, a grateful hug, the parents thanking the paramedics who saved their son's life.
Good evening and welcome to the BBC News at 6. Millions of people will now pay more tax by 2030 after the Chancellor unveiled her budget, raising taxes by £26 billion to an all-time high. Over 750,000 people will now pay income tax for the first time, and more than 900,000 people will be dragged into the higher rate of tax after Rachel Reeves decided to freeze income tax thresholds until 2031. That's everywhere except in Scotland. The two-child benefit cap will be scrapped from April next year to help lift hundreds of thousands of children out of poverty. Doing so will cost the government £3 billion a year by 2030. There's a new mileage-based charge on electric and hybrid cars from April 2028. A so-called mansion tax will be introduced for properties valued over £2 million in England. That'll be paid on top of council tax. A lot of the money being raised will be used to create a financial buffer, wriggle room for the Chancellor. She has now doubled that to almost £22 billion and will be hoping it means she won't have to come back for more money at the next budget. Well, the Conservative leader, Kemi Badenoch, said the budget was littered with broken promises and called it a total humiliation for the Chancellor. Our first report tonight is from our political editor, Chris Mason. Chris, thank you. And that's it from us on the BBC News at 6. Now it is time for the news where you are.